So the Monroe Institute is one of the premier institutions on this planet for where science meets spirituality and consciousness studies. These guys have been mapping consciousness, mapping brainwaves and how it interfaces with human consciousness since the 60s really. And so this experience of me traveling in there is a wonderful one because Skip took me through an individualized session and really kind of watched my biometrics and watched where I was at and adjusted accordingly and took me on to quite a journey into my own inner space. And it was very, very profound. As much as I'd worked with their stuff in the past, it was one of these things where I didn't know what to expect, and what happened was a very, very profound experience.
Many people think that the sound patterns we use have some sort of direct cellular effect on healing, and that's not what we're about. We're about the consciousness both causing illness and a vehicle for resolving the discontinuity that manifests as an illness. What you're about to experience in the booth is a journey in consciousness. We're not going to zap you with some magic sound that's going to heal you in some way. It's about accessing a point in consciousness where this healing becomes realized. This is all about you and all about the experience of getting into that kind of a state yourself. How does this thing that we do, providing people personal experiences into conscious awareness to learn more about how they really are as people, how does that play in the realm of healing and help? What's happening with us is our responsibility. The resolution to our problem isn't in another medication, it isn't somebody else's fault. This is life, this is me, this is what's happening here. On the other hand, 21st century medicine is really good, you know. When you have something go wrong, you want to get the best technician you can do, and 20th century medicine is really good. I mean, they can do lots of things they've never been able to do. But those same people that ignore self-responsibility and put it off on, I just don't have the right medication for that, are the same people that blame somebody else for the bad job they have, somebody else for this that's gone wrong. It's sort of a habit they have of not taking responsibility, as you have said, not waking up to the fact that, you know, guess who's in charge of your life? It's you. I'm going to change the sounds over now from the surf sounds to give you a chance to relax. And again, this is a time for just letting every part of your body become as relaxed as it can. Let the warmth of the waterbed rise up into your body, and let your eyes become more accustomed to the darkness. And in a few minutes, I'll check with you again, see how you're doing, see if you're ready to continue on to your first meditative state. But for now, just relax. And I'm going to change the sounds over, just drop the sounds, do some different sounds now. Sort of follow the sounds as you move on and move into a light state of meditation. And in a few minutes I'll speak with you again. As you move into this light state of meditation, you might take note of change in experience, change in perceptions. Watch your eyes, bright light here, watch your eyes. Some more light. All right, you doing okay?
Wow. That's amazing.
Welcome back. Now, you were talking about the feeling of the lack of gravity when you lay in the bed, and I always like to tell everybody, when you roll out of here, remember gravity's coming back, so move slowly.
Gravity didn't go away.
Yeah, that's right. Just for you, for the rest of us.
Just an interlude.
That's right.
So it's really hard to convey what the state of mind or the state of presence was after my session with Skip, because it was just so profound. I mean, you could tell from the video that I was pretty floored, and that's an understatement. I mean, I went to very heavy places in my own psyche. We encountered things where he could see that I was facing some trepidation and kind of slowed back and throttled and had me kind of breathe and work through stuff, work through certain fears, work through, for me particularly, I felt like I was dying. There was a couple points where I felt like I was leaving my body, and the body has this visceral reaction where it clings and it makes you panic almost. And so I had to stop and realize in those moments that I'm more than my physical body, and that this whole game is what we were here for, right? And so you hit a couple of these stumbling blocks and work through them, and then you kind of wake up to the true essential nature of who you are. And it's very, very powerful stuff. I highly recommend checking out the work of the Monroe Institute and organizations out there doing this type of brainwave-enhanced meditation consciousness work. There's a lot out there, and there's a lot of junk on TV, and then on the other end of the spectrum you have these amazing pioneers teaching us how to find the universe inside, and it is quite the rabbit hole if you choose to jump down it. So I hope you get a chance to check it out.